Welcome to German History with a German accent. My name is Wolf, W-O-L-F, just like the animal, and in today's video I'm speaking about Rudolf Heß. As always, if you enjoy these videos, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and don't forget to drop me a comment below. Rudolf Walter Richard Heß was born on April 26, 1894, near Alexandria in Egypt, as son of Johann Fritz and Clara Heß. Rudolf Heß finished his school education in the German Empire after he left Egypt in the year 1908. An apprenticeship as a merchant, wished by his father, was interrupted by the First World War, where Rudolf Heß volunteered to the infantry. During the First World War, Heß fought near Verdun as well as on the Southern Theater. He earned the Iron Cross Second Class for his efforts. In the final year of the war, Rudolf Heß underwent pilot's training and served in the Bavarian Fighter Squadron 35. Disappointed by the conclusion of World War I, Lieutenant Heß blamed the Social Democrats for the German defeat. After the war had ended, Rudolf Heß moved to Munich, Bavaria, where he attended university to study economics and history. It was during these times that Rudolf Heß made connections to National Socialist circles. For example, as a member of the Freikorps Epp, he participated in the fight against the Bavarian Soviet Republic. In 1920, Heß first met Adolf Hitler, Ernst Röhm, as well as Heinrich Himmler. He joined the NSDAP, the National Socialist German Workers' Party, in July of the same year. Since Heß met Hitler the first time, he admired the latter's personality and was completely devoted to him. In 1922, Rudolf Heß became a member in the Sturmabteilung SA. Although Rudolf Heß himself wasn't part of the planning of the beer hall putsch in November 1923, he was present at said coup d'etat and taken hostages during the storming of the beer hall. After the attempt to seize the power failed, Rudolf Heß went into hiding before he turned himself in April 1924. He served his sentence in Landsberg am Lech, the same prison Adolf Hitler was serving his sentence. After both Hitler and Heß had been released from prison, the latter became Hitler's private secretary in the year 1925 and his deputy in 1933. During these years, both had a very close relationship that ultimately even led to speculations of them being gay. Hitler therefore ordered him to get married. Following this order, Rudolf Heß married Ilse Pröll in December 1927. One son came out of this marriage. Although Rudolf Heß was the Führer's deputy in the National Socialist Party during the 1930s, his power and influence was rather weak. Heß's great devotion and loyalty to the Führer was the fuel behind his actions. At speeches of the Führer, Heß would often announce him and rally the audience up for the upcoming speech. Rudolf Heß believed in anti-Semitism and the National Socialist ideology, for example showing in prohibiting any interactions between party members and Jews, also being involved in the drafting of the Nuremberg Laws of 1935 that would ban marriages between Jews and non-Jews, also blaming the Spanish Civil War on international Jewry. Up to the beginning of the Second World War, Rudolf Heß was named Hitler's second successor after Hermann Göring. But today Rudolf Heß is probably most known for his maverick flight to the United Kingdom on May 10, 1941, about 1 month before the Wehrmacht invaded the Soviet Union. In Rudolf Heß's belief, the German Reich and the United Kingdom didn't have to be enemies. Worried about a two-front war, Rudolf Heß had the Messerschmitt Bf 110 reconfigured so he could make it all the way to Scotland to meet Douglas Hamilton. Heß believed him to be the leader of the British peace movement and strong opponent to Winston Churchill. Heß, who was into occultism, chose this date due to his horoscope. On the way, Heß was able to avoid being intercepted by Spitfire airplanes, and he left his Messerschmitt by parachute after he ran out of fuel. Instead of negotiating peace, Rudolf Heß was arrested by the British. It is to say that this flight happened without the knowledge of Adolf Hitler. Once Hitler learned about the flight of his deputy, Heß personnel in the German Reich had been arrested, and some had been held in concentration camps up until the end of the Second World War. Rudolf Heß himself was discredited as a crazy person. When Rudolf Heß realized that his attempt at peace mission had failed and no one wanted to negotiate with him, he attempted suicide. While being in British captivity, Rudolf Heß became more and more paranoid and obsessed with the idea that he was to be murdered. During the Nuremberg trials, he was tried and found guilty of conspiracy to commit crimes against peace as well as crimes of aggression. Heß was sentenced to life in prison. He was serving his sentence in Spandau prison, which was located in the British sector of Berlin and operated by the Allies. He continued to fear being poisoned. He also often claimed to be in pain, but after being given placebos, he calmed down. Rudolf Heß was imprisoned up until his death on August 17, 1987, when he was found hung at the age of 93. Some theories say that the last prisoner of Spandau had been murdered. During his 40-plus years of imprisonment, several politicians like Gustav Heinemann and Richard von Weizsäcker, both former presidents of the Federal Republic of Germany, requested Heß's release. These attempts, however, were blocked by the Soviet Union. During his imprisonment, and especially after his death, Heß became an idol and martyr to younger generation National Socialists. Thank you so much for watching this video.